The space race, a thrilling chapter in human history. It was more than just rockets and satellites. It was a battle for technological supremacy. It pushed the boundaries of what was possible. The space race redefined our understanding of our place in the cosmos. The journey began after the devastation of World War II. Two superpowers emerged, the United States and the Soviet Union. Both possessed the scientific brilliance and industrial might to reach for the stars, yet their ideologies clashed. This rivalry fueled the race to conquer the final frontier, space. Early dreams of space travel were inspired by science fiction writers like Jules Verne and H.G. Wells. Scientists and engineers transformed these dreams into reality. Pioneers like Robert Goddard in America and Konstantin Tsiolkovsky in Russia laid the groundwork for rocketry. Their work would pave the way for humanity's first steps into the cosmos. The stage was set for a cosmic competition. The world held its breath. Who would win the ultimate prize, supremacy in space? October 4th, 1957, a date etched in history. On this day, the Soviet Union launched Sputnik 1. It was a small metal sphere, barely the size of a beach ball, but its impact was monumental. Sputnik became the first artificial satellite to orbit Earth. The world watched in awe as Sputnik transmitted its simple radio signal. It beeped, a sound that sent shockwaves across the globe. The space age had begun, and the Soviet Union had fired the starting pistol. In the United States, Sputnik's launch triggered a wave of anxiety and self-reflection. It exposed a perceived missile gap with the Soviets. The American public questioned how they had fallen behind. The government responded with urgency. President Eisenhower created NASA in 1958. It was a dedicated agency to focus on space exploration. Schools emphasized science and engineering. The space race was now in full swing. Sputnik was a wake-up call. It was a catalyst for innovation and competition. It ignited a passion for space exploration that would captivate the world. The space race became a back-and-forth battle of achievements. The Soviets, initially in the lead, achieved a series of early milestones. They launched the first animal into orbit, Lika the dog, aboard Sputnik 2. Yuri Gagarin became the first human in space in 1961. The United States, determined to catch up, poured resources into its space program. Project Mercury sent the first American, Alan Shepard, into space in 1961. These were crucial steps towards the ultimate goal, landing a man on the moon. President John F. Kennedy famously declared in 1961, "We choose to go to the moon in this decade and do the other things, not because they are easy, but because they are hard." The Apollo program was born. The Soviets too had their sights on the moon. However, technical difficulties plagued their lunar program. The stage was set for a dramatic climax to this chapter of the space race. The space race was inextricably linked to the Cold War. It was a battle for hearts and minds as much as it was for technological dominance. Every launch, every orbit, every spacewalk was a propaganda victory. For the Soviet Union, early successes like Sputnik and Gagarin's flight showcased the supposed superiority of their communist system. It aimed to demonstrate their technological prowess to the world. The United States, driven by national pride and a desire to prove the strength of democracy, poured resources into catching up and surpassing their rivals. The Apollo program, with its ambitious goal of landing on the moon, became a symbol of American ingenuity and resolve. The space race, while a competition, also fostered a sense of shared human achievement. When Apollo 8 astronauts became the first humans to orbit the moon in 1968, they sent back a message that resonated around the world. An image of Earthrise, a fragile blue marble suspended in the vastness of space. This iconic photograph transcended national boundaries. It served as a stark reminder of our planet's vulnerability and the need for unity in a world often divided. As the Cold War thawed, the nature of space exploration began to shift. The focus gradually moved away from pure competition toward collaboration. New players emerged on the global stage, eager to leave their mark on the cosmos. Europe, through the European Space Agency, established itself as a major force in space exploration. They developed their own rockets and satellites, contributing to scientific missions across the solar system. Japan, with its expertise in robotics and miniaturization, focused on robotic exploration. Their Hayabusa missions, for example, returned samples from asteroids, providing valuable insights into the early solar system. China, with its growing economic and technological might, emerged as a major player in the 21st century. They launched their own astronauts into space, built their own space station, and landed a rover on the far side of the moon. A historic first. India, demonstrating impressive capabilities with its low-cost space program, successfully sent a probe to orbit Mars on its first attempt. Their Chandrayaan missions targeted the moon, further highlighting the global reach of space exploration. The 21st century witnessed a paradigm shift in space exploration. No longer the exclusive domain of governments, private companies entered the arena, bringing with them innovation and a spirit of entrepreneurialism. Companies like SpaceX, founded by Elon Musk, and Blue Origin, founded by Jeff Bezos, developed reusable rockets, dramatically lowering the cost of access to space. These reusable rockets, capable of launching and landing vertically, signaled a new era of spaceflight. Space tourism became a reality. Companies began offering suborbital flights, giving paying customers a taste of weightlessness and a glimpse of the curvature of the Earth. The dream of space travel, once reserved for a select few, became more accessible. Beyond tourism, private companies played a vital role in supporting government space programs. SpaceX, for example, partnered with NASA to send cargo and astronauts to the International Space Station, demonstrating the potential for public-private collaboration. This commercialization of space brought both opportunities and challenges. While it fostered innovation and reduced reliance on government funding, it also raised questions about the sustainability of space activities and the potential for increased space debris. As we ventured further into the 21st century, the ultimate goal of space exploration remained tantalizingly out of reach: a crewed mission to Mars. This red planet, our closest planetary neighbor, beckoned with the promise of answering fundamental questions about life beyond Earth. NASA's Artemis program aimed to establish a sustainable presence on the moon. This would serve as a stepping stone for future missions to Mars. The program, involving international partners and private companies, highlighted the collaborative nature of modern space exploration. Mars, with its thin atmosphere and frigid temperatures, presented significant challenges. Developing life support systems, radiation shielding, and propulsion technology required pushing the boundaries of engineering. The allure of Mars extended beyond scientific curiosity. Some envisioned it as a potential second home for humanity, a safeguard against existential threats to Earth. While this remained a distant prospect, it fueled the imagination and inspired generations to dream of a future among the stars. The 21st century space race differed markedly from its Cold War predecessor. Collaboration, rather than pure competition, became the dominant theme. The International Space Station, a testament to international cooperation, served as a symbol of what humanity could achieve by working together. Yet elements of competition persisted. National pride still played a role in motivating spacefaring nations. The rise of China as a major space power, for example, added a new dimension to the geopolitical landscape. The Artemis Accords, a set of principles for governing activities on the Moon and other celestial bodies, highlighted both the cooperative and competitive aspects of space exploration. While intended to promote peaceful and responsible behavior, they also underscored the growing importance of space resources and strategic considerations. The future of space exploration likely lay in a balance between cooperation and competition. Addressing global challenges, such as climate change and resource depletion, might necessitate collaborative efforts, while national interests would continue to drive some aspects of space exploration. From the dawn of humanity, we have gazed at the stars, filled with wonder and a thirst for knowledge. The space race, in all its iterations, represented the embodiment of that innate human desire to explore the unknown. It pushed the boundaries of technology, inspiring generations of scientists, engineers, and dreamers. It taught us about our planet, our solar system, and our place in the grand tapestry of the cosmos. It reminded us of the fragility of our world and the importance of unity in a universe full of wonder. The space race, in its modern form, was no longer just about reaching a destination. It was about pushing the boundaries of human knowledge, seeking answers to fundamental questions about our existence and inspiring future generations to reach for the stars. As we venture further into the 21st century and beyond, the spirit of exploration will continue to drive us. There are countless discoveries yet to be made, countless wonders yet to be unveiled. The universe, vast and mysterious, awaits. The journey of space exploration continues, and it's a journey we all share.